Are you feeding your chickens the right way? Have you ever wondered if soaked basmati rice is good for them? Some people swear by it, while others say it's just unnecessary. But what does the science say? How do chickens actually react to basmati rice? Stick around because in today's video, I'm going to dive deep into the benefits of feeding soaked basmati rice to your chickens, how to prepare it properly, and the common mistakes to avoid. By the end of the video, you'll know exactly whether or not you should be soaking rice for your flock and how to do it the right way. So let's get started. First things first, can chicken even eat rice? The short answer is yes, but there's a bit more to it than just tossing a handful into the coop. Raw rice is technically safe for chickens, but it can be harder for them to digest, especially for younger birds or those that are not used to eating it. Now, when it comes to soaked or cooked rice, as you can see here, it is much more easier for them to eat and process, especially in warm climates where hydration is really key. So what about the old myth that birds can't eat rice because it swells up in their stomach? That is actually false. Chickens have a unique digestive system, including a crop that breaks down food before it reaches the stomach. Rice won't explode in their stomach, but dry rice can absorb moisture and expand in the crop, potentially causing discomfort. So while raw rice won't harm your flock, soaking it makes it so much easier for them to eat it, so easier for them to digest it, and safer as well. But what exactly are the benefits of doing this? Now let's break it down. Now you might be wondering, why go through the extra effort of soaking your rice when chickens can just eat it dry? Soaking it enhances its benefits. Let's go over with them one by one. First of all, easier digestion. Now chickens have a small, fast-moving digestive system. When the rice is soaked, it softens, making it easier for them, for the digestive system to break it down, and this is especially helpful for younger chickens or those recovering from illness. This one here, for example, this is a chicken recovering from illness. She stopped laying eggs for about a week and a half, and now she resumed again. The second benefit of soaked basmati rice for chicken is increased hydration. Since soaked rice absorbs water, it adds moisture to their diet, and this is particularly beneficial in hot climates where dehydration can be an issue, and it's been really hot the past couple of weeks here in Melbourne. The third benefit is reduces crop blockages. Dry rice sometimes can expand in the crop when it absorbs moisture, and this is quite rare, but it does cause discomfort when it happens. Soaked rice is pre-expanded, so there's no risk of swelling inside the chicken's digestive system. And lastly, improved nutrient absorption. Soaking rice reduces phytic acid, which is an anti-nutrient that can interfere with mineral absorption, and this means that your chickens get more of the good stuff from their food. Now that we know why soaking rice is really beneficial, let's go over the correct way I do it so your chickens can get the most out of their soaked rice. As you can see, what we're doing here is after soaking the rice for 24 hours and straining it from water, we've decided to go ahead and take it a step further by germinating the rice. This will be ready within about 2 to 3 days. Germinated rice is also really good for chickens who have paused their egg laying, and it helps with giving them a nutrient boost. But now let's talk about how I prepared soaked basmati rice for chicken that you saw the chickens enjoying in the first couple of minutes of this video. Now, making soaked rice for chicken is super easy, but there are a couple of things that you need to do the right way in order to make sure that it's safe and beneficial for your flock. First of all, you can measure the rice. So I personally used half a cup of uncooked basmati rice. I soaked it for about 8 hours, or you can soak it even for 2 to 3 hours. So you can use a half a cup of uncooked basmati rice for every 4 to 5 chickens. I've currently got 3, so that's what I used. Now, chickens don't need large portions of rice in their diet, so just keep it as a treat. Step 2 is to rinse it well. So make sure to wash the rice, remove excess starch, dust, and potential contaminants, and this really helps to prevent the rice from becoming sticky or clumping together, which can make it quite difficult for chickens to eat individual little rice pieces. Step 3 is to soak in water. So just place the rice in a clean bowl of water, let it soak for about 2 to 4 hours. I just simply chose 8 hours. If you have time, soaking it overnight really helps to soften it more, and as you can tell, the chicken will enjoy it a lot because it's going to be soft and it's going to be easier for them to eat and digest. And the last step is to drain and serve. So always drain the excess water before serving, because too much moisture can really create a messy feeding area and also attract bacteria. Now that your rice is ready, how should you actually feed it to your chickens? So the best time to feed rice is either in the morning or afternoon as a supplementary treat, not a full meal replacement. The best way to serve it, you can go ahead and mix it with chopped veggies, grains, protein-rich food like scrambled eggs. I also give the chickens a little bit of tuna as well to create a more balanced snack. Just right now, I was just giving the chicken a little bit of individual rice, and that was simply as a little snack in between. So how often should you give it? Well, it's around 2 to 3 times a week is really ideal, and daily feeding could dilute other important nutrients in their diet, so make sure not to give it to them daily. Before we wrap it up, here are some common mistakes you need to avoid when feeding rice to chickens. These are 3 common mistakes, starting with number 1, using salted or seasoned rice. Now, chicken cannot handle salt well, so please never feed them leftover human food with spices. Number 2, feeding too much. Rice is a great treat, but it lacks essential proteins and vitamins for a complete diet. And lastly, leaving wet rice out for too long. Always remove uneaten rice after a few hours, because this will help to prevent bacteria growth. So should you soak basmati rice for your chicken? Absolutely. It's easier for them to digest, it helps with hydration, and it makes a great treat when feeding in moderation. But please remember, variety is key to a healthy chicken diet. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like the video, subscribe for more chicken care tips and strategies. If you have any questions, drop them in the comment section below, and turn on the notifications so you never miss out on an update. Take care, and I'll see you in the next video.